James Thomas Morning Blend. We're going to have some fun today. Janelle is actually taking finals today and tomorrow, right? Yeah,
Yep.
she's taking finals. So she's not with us today. But you ready for this? Tony's here. You know what Tony's good at. Today we're going to talk about what's behind him, which is Wonka. We're complaining because we didn't get any chocolates, but that's another story. So, Tony, give us a description of Wonka.
All right, so surely most of you are familiar with the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This is a version of Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka. It's kind of his young adulthood and upbringing that really, honestly, beautifully captures the magic and kind of shows us how he created his giant chocolate factory. And we'll leave it at that for now.
I mean, I'm glad you said that because the second Wonka with Johnny Depp just didn't get it. This brought back so many memories of the original. It was just unbelievable. I mean, it was really a good movie. It was really great. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed Timothy's character. Kyla Lane, I love the little girl in this. That was so cool. You talk about child endangerment. Wow. That was crazy. It was really good. Keegan Michael Case and then Patterson Joseph, Matt Lucas, Matthew Banton, Sally Hawkins, Rowan Atkinson, Jim Carter, Natasha Rothwell, Olivia Colman, and we won't say what character he plays, but Hugh Grant's in this too. I thought it was cute. Anyway, I really thought it was great. It paid homage to the Gene Wilder one. It was so good. Folks, you got to see it. The singing is good. Timothy surprises you. The whole film will surprise you. It definitely will, because it did catch me off guard the way it got started and what the whole story was. And you're right, it's the beginning. And seriously, I have to say this: 4.5, maybe 5 out of 5 for Wonka. Tony?
I'm with you. I would go 4 to 4.5. I don't know what it is about this film. I've actually gone back to rewatch it. It's just so much fun. It's funny. It's charming. It's great fun for the whole family. Chalamet, look, I thought the trailers really did him a disservice. I thought they made him look, for lack of a better term, wonky. No pun intended. But it works, and he really does capture Gene Wilder's essence and just the charm and the magic. As I touched on, Calla Lane, I nominated her for one of the best young supporting, actors and actresses of the year. I thought she did a great job here. Hugh Grant steals the show. I mean, as a Noopa Loopa, he's phenomenal. You just love wanting more. That's the only downside. He's not in it enough, but he
Right.
is every moment he's in. He commands that
Steals the
screen.
scene. Steals
Yeah,
the scene.
but I mean the soundtrack, like you said, I listened to it in the car with the kids. It's just there's just something about it that just completely works. You can't really describe it. I think it's an absolute winner and a fun. I can't wait to see just the joy on people's faces after they go see it.
I would love to see people coming out of the theater. I know they're going to be misty eyed. They're going to have tears in their eyes because I was almost there. And I'm by myself watching this movie. Yes. So right now, we'll go ahead with a 4.5.
Yep.
Fair?
And
Four
this
and a
this
half.
is this is going to be on somewhere in my either honorable mentions, like at the end of the year list. It is good, folks.
Yep, definitely. Well, we got something else to talk about this week. Guess what? Wait a minute. Has Tony works his magic? Go ahead and change it. 1, 2, 3, click.
And getting there.
And here we go. I like the way that there he goes, folks. Go Globe Awards. We're going to talk about that. Let's talk. Okay, I'm going to just say the list of nominees for the best motion picture drama. Um, we've talked about Killers of the Flower Moon. We didn't know why it's in there, but it's in there. I thought Maestro Oppenheimer was really good. The one that caught me, and I kind of warned you about, was Zone of Interest. I warned you about that. You told me about Past Lives and Anatomy of a Fall.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about drama. Which one do you think will actually win?
I mean, I think that's going to win for me, and also should win is Oppenheimer. I just don't think anything has quite got up to that this year. Not that anything is really subpar by any means. It's just a little bit above the rest of them. I think Maestro has a very realistic chance of kind of upsetting that. I think it really does play to the voters as well. And I think Bradley Cooper is someone that they've looked up to for a long time. And that also might creep into the acting category. We'll have to wait and see. But for me, Oppenheimer, but I'd love to see the foreign films being nominated in this category because they are great films. Like I've been telling people, like, hey, as long as you're fine with a foreign film, there are some very, very good films this year in a different language that just still translates across the screen without
You know, it's
question.
interesting. My brother went with me to go see Zone of Interest, and he didn't understand it at all. He didn't get it. And I was like, you didn't get it? Are you kidding me? Anyway, I have to agree with you. Oppenheimer and Maestro are the top ones. Uh, Killers of the Flower Moon. You know, the awards, Oscar awards and Golden Globe awards are for real. Oscars are the ones that play around with stuff, and Killers may win the Oscar, but between Maestro and Oppenheimer, I agree with you. Golden Globes. That's all the time we have for today. We'll talk about musical and comedy, animated, and everything else the Golden Globes has nominated before they actually get on the air. Then we'll talk about it that day. Have a good weekend, folks. Yeah, I'm really stressed for time.